Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
So don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind. And also turn on the notification bell. So that way every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Okay, we're going to get through a few clips. Jada is definitely on, and I said that. She is on a cleanup tour. What does that mean? Jada Pinkett-SMITH did almost three interviews with Hoda over the last month or two. I told y'all there was a cleanup tour. I didn't really think that it was going to be this much of a cleanup tour, though. Okay, so we're going to get to the first clip in regards to Jada sitting down with Hoda, and she's talking about Will, and then we're going to get to the video where she's saying they're trying to work it out, and then we're going to get to the video where she's trying to say, we're going to work together and write a book. This girl is a trip. Who sits down with Hoda 3 times? Because I think her team was like, you need to clean this up. You need to clean this up. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so that is one. We're going to listen in.
Chris made a crack about
Let me go back.
Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll. Like,
right.
Let me go back. I want to start it from the beginning.
In 2022, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after Chris made a crack about Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll. Like,
right. Yeah, and I did that eye roll not so much for me, and I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
My wife's
name out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
On Oscar night 2022, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after Chris made a crack about Jada's hair.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll. Like,
right. Yeah, and I did that eye roll not so much for me, and I think this is really important, but the fact that there could be a jab at alopecia.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
My wife's
name out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so let's go to the next clip. So she's worried about Will and she's worried about what's going on. He hasn't called her wife.
Looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now I'm just, Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's
Will.
Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like,
Oh.
he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old That's all I could think to say,
Yeah.
right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who, I mean, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally
It's
out of
not
character.
him whatsoever.
So then she's talking about Chris Rock then comes to Jada and apologizes. Okay? So that's the first interview. And then I'm going to get to the next clip. Jada sits down with Hoda again.
There are so many surprising things in the book.
She's sitting down with her again, and they're talking about the separation. That they've been separated since 2016. You got to keep that in mind because Jada's talking about the separation. Then at some point, she sits down with her again. And
Except you're not sometimes. Yeah. So
let me go back.
surprising things in the book, but I feel like you're a straight talker. I am. Except you're not sometimes. Yeah.
I feel like you're a straight talker, but not sometimes.
Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I met you.
That was the video. I meant you no harm.
Questions to ask somebody when I interview them is, who's your 2 a.m. phone call?
Who's your 2 a.m. phone call?
When you're on your knees and you have one phone call. And for Jada, Debbie.
Now you see her in a different outfit, and she's sitting next to Debbie Allen. So the biggest thing is, how many times did Jada need to sit down with Hoda? How many times? I'm going to try and pull that clip up in regards to the Hoda and what's going on with Debbie Allen. So hold on one second. Because this is interesting that she sat that many times. So then she's talking about Jada Pinkett-SMITH says she and Will are working on getting back together. Now, mind you, you just told her.
This beautiful connection. We will. Look at that. Not right now. But
There's so many surprising things.
Oh, yeah. That's. Why do you say that with such
I feel like you're a straight talker.
Because that's what it's gonna be. That's where it's headed. Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space. Yeah. I've been living. I am my mother's only child.
So I'm gonna try and play the clip from here.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
Why do you say that with such a
Clarity.
Because that's what it's gonna be.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah.
And you both are on that page.
Yeah, and but right now I really do enjoy my space.
Yeah.
I've been living
alone.
I am my mother's only child.
Yeah.
Right? And so having this time that I've had to myself has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Just to get to know me, even to have my house exactly how I want it. I
Yeah.
don't have to be like, well, what color do you want this wall? You know what I mean? I can just do it.
You're the chooser.
I'm the chooser.
You're the chooser.
Right.
So when you imagine your life back together, because I'm sure you've seen it, how does that look to you?
We don't know yet.
You'll build that.
We'll build that. And
Well,
it'll be
here's-
something new.
Okay, so then she's talking about them coming back together, getting back together.
So are y'all living together?
It's just this beautiful connection. We will.
Look at that.
Not right now.
But you will.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So are y'all living together?
So let me go
Yeah.
back.
And one of the things I've learned about your fans is they're fierce, man. I mean, some of them feel betrayed.
Right.
Have you do you see that? Do you
Well,
get that?
They can feel betrayed.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
you know, because life is messy, you know, and so is marriage. And unfortunately, it's not anybody's business of what's going on in the most inner sanctum of our house. And so we've done it the best way that we needed to do it for us.
Right.
We can't live for other people, and I'm just sorry about that.
Is that kind of the message for people who are saying, I'm confused, they let me down?
You're like,
People
what's
can
your
be
message?
confused and people can be let down. You know what I mean? It's like if you really take time and if you read the book, right? And I think that's what people need. People need context. They need to read the book.
So now she's pushing the book. Read the book. You're gonna understand. What are you saying that's any different, sweetie? What are you saying that's any different? So let's get to the next clip. Okay, so then I gotta go to the shade room because this volume is low. She's trying to say there is no other great love. So I gotta show the picture because sometimes it act funny when you have video playing in the background. It might want to strike me down. So let me find the clip because Jada's basically saying she don't want Will to move on. What? Y'all separated. We're living apart. We gotta get back together. We're working towards that. Now she's trying to say she don't want him to move on.
If you find another great love, or if Will finds another great love.
There's no finding another great love, and I think that's the point. It's like we are in a place now that we are in a deep healing space, and we are really concentrating on healing the relationship between us.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on paper.
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no, we really have been working hard.
Oh.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. We might
I was trying to think.
Well, wait.
totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait, just so I'm 100% clear. You were divorced, not on paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes, because here's the thing.
If you find another great love, or if Will finds it.
So have y'all caught up? First video, first sit down interview. We're separated, we're divorced. Everybody was in awe. Why didn't y'all tell us in the red table? Then she sat down with Hoda again, talking about fans responding to them being separated. And it's our business. Now she's talking about them trying to come together, them trying to work together, and Will is not saying nothing. And she don't want him to move on or date somebody else. So she's talking about the separation. She's talking about them trying to come together. Then she's trying to block him from trying to date and be with somebody else. We're going to work it out. There is no other love for him, is what she said. Let's go to the next clip. Jada a trip.
Tell me.
Husband-wife marriage for me, my healing process. I came into that with very specific ideas, right? Very specific ideas that were blocks to me just seeing Will as who he is. He can't be this perfect, idealized husband.
Yes, of course.
I have to be able to accept him for the human that he is. He accepts me for the human that I am, and we want to love each other there.
Okay, so you might like live in the same house and have the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me.
Husband-wife marriage for me, my.
So did y'all hear that? She's hoping they move back in together. But then in the other video, she's saying she loves her space. She loves her space and distance. And let's go back to the other clip.
Yes, bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes, because here's the thing.
If you find another great love, or if Will finds another great love.
There's no finding another great love, and I think that's the point. It's like we are in a place now that we are in a deep healing space, and we are really concentrating on healing the relationship between us.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on paper.
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no, we really have been working hard.
Oh.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. We might
I was trying to.
Well,
I totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait, just so I'm 100% clear, you were divorced, not on
Right.
paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at bringing our bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes, because
Okay.
here's the thing.
If you find another great love, or
So you see that she was trying to blame Hoda for the misunderstanding? No, Jada, you got on there, said y'all was separated. Then you got on there saying that I love my space and I love my peace. Then you got on there saying we're trying to work it out. There is no him finding someone else, me finding someone else. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Jada Pinkett-SMITH is trying to clean it up. And I told y'all that on, what was it, Monday? I told y'all she's going to try and clean it up. I saw the first interview. Then I saw the second interview. Then she did the third interview. Well wishes. Like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great day. Their life, their situation. Will is keeping to himself, minding his business. He had allegedly turned his notification on. Then he made official statement, and he kind of joked about it. And he sneezed into his arm. And then there was a bunch of stuff behind him. And then she had said they're talking about writing a book together. She wants to attach her name to Tupac, Will Smith, and her family. Anybody that can help her trend. And she's talking about Chris Rock. What wishes? Like, comment, and subscribe.